Okay, let's make the folding stock. So I pulled up some more reference of it right here. So let's move that up here. And we'll just start with a circle. And make sure it's centered. And that has too many sides. Let's do 24 sides. And let's make sure it's centered on this thing. Where did that circle just go? Right here. Alright, so we'll just grab this. What is going on with this piece? Isolate it. And just get rid of that. Okay. Put the cursor to the center. And then let's snap that to the cursor. Selection to cursor. Scale it in. Let's bring our picture up just a little bit. And let's delete these verts. Zoom in on our reference. Alright, so looks like it's literally just a circle that gets extruded down. Alright, so let's create a face, bring it out to here, and then keep that on top, bring it out like that far. Alright, and now let's cut. We'll just cut this. And then we can move this here. Alright, so now we can symmetrize. And we need to I think we should add a cut through here. So we'll do like this. Delete these faces. And then just cap it off. Let's isolate. And that looks good. Let's see. And let's set its origin to the 3D cursor, so we can rotate it by 90 degrees. So it definitely looks wider here. So grab those. Looks like it's almost to here. Maybe just a little bit in. And I think we need to extrude this. So let's reset the rotation. Actually, we can keep it rotated down. Add an edge loop. Okay, we're gonna have to select these and these, create a loop between them, edge slide down, make sure we're even with that, and then let's bring these out and up, and let's just tiny CAD this. Okay, there we go. And same thing with this. Oops. So we'll bring these down, and we'll do tiny CAD. There we go. And we want to, needs to be thinner. So we want to bring it in like this much, maybe. We'll delete these faces. Alright, that looks good. Okay, and then let's duplicate this, separate, and now we'll create this piece. Where is it? Okay, it's this. So extrude it up, scale it on the z-axis until it's completely flat. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it up. And then add 6 loops. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or actually, for now, we need to bring this to here. And we could even bring both of these down, and then both of these down. Or we could do multi-edit. Just bring that like there. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just had 6. That looks good. Oh wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Alright. And then we'll cut in between every single one of these. And select every other one. And then just scale it out. Put it on individual origins too. Bevel it. And scale it out some more. Make sure it's out on the x-axis like that. And then we need to scale these out too. Probably to like there. The shade smooth. We can create some curvature on each one of these. Okay, so now just select all these. Then we'll do the same thing, just scale. Because it is like, it's like a compress. It'll like compress on itself. So it needs to be pretty round. This looks like it's like wavy. So grab these again. Because right now it's too sharp. And alright, let's just, I think we just need to redo this. So duplicate this. We'll just create one. Separate it. Extrude it up. And then extrude and scale off the median point. And then S Shift X, or S, actually we'll just scale everything except for the Z axis. And we want to bring these in. And let's array this. Make sure we apply the rotation. So I can move this down one. Make sure we have 5. Let's merge. Make sure we weld, because I don't know if the merge got everything. And then we want to definitely bevel these. Alright, so you can also see this has a more curved profile. So let's just do that on this first. So we'll just, alright, Alt S doesn't seem to be working the way I wanted to, so I think what we need is shrink fatten. Let's see, or maybe push pull. Yeah, push pull. Alright, maybe not. Well, to get what we want, we can just do an inset. Maybe like that much. Grab these and bring them in. And then scale this on the y-axis. Make sure it's symmetrical. Right now, let's just select our sharp edges. See how that subdivides. Make sure before you subdivide you triangulate your n-gons. Alright, and the bottom should really be planar. So just hide all that. We'll just to make planar faces. Bring that out to like there. Add in. Alright, we'll try to do it more with this. Actually, let's do 2 loops. And align them like that. Isolate. Turn off the... and then symmetrize. Alright, now let's see how that looks. I think we could pull this further back. And then we'll remove the crease and add a bevel weight so that we can, let's do bevel weight, just so we can kind of visualize the curvature. Okay, so remove that, apply the array and the weld. Make sure we have our background images. And then this one, it doesn't come in on the very bottom. It just comes like straight down. And let's shear off the active element. Okay, then let's create a face like here. And then extrude up. And make sure that's creased. So is that. And this too. Actually, so uncrease all of that and add an edge loop to come down. And another one. And make sure these have spots to connect to, since we are doing subdiv right now. let's bring this to there. Not really happy with that, how that looks. Let's grab these. Edge rings. Put on individual origins. And kind of scale them up. It's a little better. Select these edge loops. I guess that looks alright, but this needs to be wider. And I don't know how it kind of comes up. Alright, so let's make this. Let's take everything off there. Make this as wide as that. Okay, so we want to scale those out. Same with this. And this is hidden, so it doesn't really matter. And we need to add some curvature here. How many does this have? 2? Alright, subdivide those twice. Actually undo that. And make sure you don't affect the Z component. And then symmetrize. Just want to see what happens if we crease this. How does it look? And not too good. Alright, and also let's set that to like 60, maybe 180. Alright, I guess that's good for now. We need to add this little circular, it looks like a cut in. So what we can do is just, again, steal that, separate it, make sure it's got a face there and there, and cut through. We actually want it to be a little bit bigger, like that big. And then what's it look like? Okay, so let's add these floater details. So we'll just duplicate this, separate it, rotate it, scale it in, bring it down. Okay, let's set our cursor to here, our cursor to selected. Where's, so let's undo that because I accidentally moved it. Okay, select cursor to selection, selection to cursor, bring it down. So now it should be in the center of this whole piece. Bring this up, bring this up, and then bring these down. Bring it to here. Let's turn off outline. I think this is also kind of rounded. So what we can do is this in the very center? It should be. So let's move this. Let's move it to the local center. And then for now, we'll just kind of collapse these into a vertical one. And we're gonna need some edge loops all through here. Make sure you're cutting through with the Z key. Alright. And now let's just select this face and isolate it. And now we can what is going on? Make sure these are aligned. Alright, just keep kinda moving it out. Okay, unhide. And that might be like kind of extreme. So what we can do is, okay, first of all, unhide. And then just like that. Or actually, go into top view. Make sure we have these selected. And now I'll go to that one, active element, kind of scale it in. Symmetrize. We'll see how this subdivides. And now I want to bring these down and make sure these are like one plane. And I want to move these. So let's isolate this. Making that one plane. Okay, that looks... Let's see if I can find a picture. Looks a little thick. So let's grab these. Now let's symmetrize. And let's space these out. And make sure these are also aligned. Let's subdivide these. Let's change the mat cap. Unsharpen these, or uncrease, I mean. And now we want to space. And let's do the same thing here. And then move everything on this plane to there. Symmetrize. Select everything coplanar and coplanar with this. Scale it out to like there. And now let's change back to a better mat cap. Okay, and bring this down to here. Select this vert. Make sure you're an active element and let's shear. And let's select these faces, create a new axis, or a new work axis, I don't know what they're called, custom orientation, and change it to face. What happened? Create a new axis. Alright, you know what? We can just do this a different way. Scale it. Okay, I think we can select this face as the new axis. Alright, yeah, there we go. And then move it. Just move it out. Or move it in, actually, my bad. Bring this up. And bring this one down. Let's tuck this into the geometry. Okay, so it should actually only be to like right there. So we're gonna have to bring this down. What just happened? Let's turn off backface culling. Bring this down. Bring it up. That looks right to me. Delete this face. Isolate. Create a face between these three. And delete these faces. Bring this in. Delete these faces. Bring it in again. Symmetrize. Unisolate. And forgot to bring it down here, but that's not a problem. Alright. Let's uncrease, clear sharp, and select our sharp edges. What's going on? Collapse that. Collapse that. Now select sharp edges. Okay, let's subdivide that and just create a support loop right there. I think it actually looked better without it. Alright. Make sure this is symmetrical. Still, okay, that's not a real one. It might be useful to see how they do it. Okay. Still not wide enough though. Because it comes all the way till the edge basically. So let's just and now we can space these. Okay, now we need to do the same thing with this. Just What is going on? And instead of creasing that, we can just bevel it. And for these ones, this one we might actually just want to crease it and mark it sharp. Alright, that's looking good for now. So I'm gonna end this episode. We still gotta fill this in, so let's just do that right now. Separate. Where is it? Textured. So for the right side, what does it look like? Where's the right side of the gun? On the right side you can just kind of see something coming out of here like a pin. Let's just chamfer that. And then on the left side, like you saw over here, it's just filled in. It looks like it's kind of concave. Alright, let's grease this so it can be subdivided. Alright, I think that is. Let's see what this has. I just want to see. So it's just got another circle around it. So let's just do that. So there's some more like visual interest. So we'll just add a loop cut and scale it up. Bring that out. Mark those as sharp. And I think that's good for now. Alright. I guess I'll see you in the next one.